Hi, I'm Chantel Cohen, and I hope you all are doing well. It has been many months of, COVID-19, social unrest, and I know many of us are so fatigued. And it's really showing up in my practice where I'm getting increasingly more calls about relationships not going well. I'm not getting along with my partner. They're driving me crazy. How can I do this at home? Kids, partner, etc., working. It just feels like a lot. And even, guys, I do meditation, I do all these things to make sure that I don't feel that as much. And even for me, sometimes it's a lot. And so I started hearing some of my clients in session and hearing from you all, and people aren't connecting the way that we think that they would be. In fact, when COVID first started, I was hearing people who obviously weren't stressed about, finances, etc. Wow, this feels like this is a great time for me to connect with my family. And we heard about board games and lots of Zoom calls with relatives. But I'm not hearing that as much. I'm hearing that, I'm so tired. It feels like I'm working harder than ever. Everything we do is in home, and it feels like Groundhog Day, and yet at the same time it feels like everything is moving with lightning speed. And so there's this weird sort of kind of dichotomy happening that on one end it feels like life is the same, it's mundane, it's very slow moving, and on the opposite end it feels like it's just speeding up and everything is going by so quickly. It is hard to believe that we are midway through or getting towards the end of the year, really. And so after listening to you guys, I wanted to come up with something that was going to make life a little more exciting, a little more interesting. And so I came up with the 30-day intimacy challenge. And when I'm talking intimacy, I'm on social media, so I have to be really careful about what I say. But I'm talking about the kind of intimacy that happens behind closed doors, more often than not in a bedroom. But for some of you, no, not in the bedroom, but in the shower, wherever feels comfortable. And so I'm going to refer to this as going to the party, and you'll understand a little bit later why the 30-day intimacy challenge is going to the party. Okay? And so the challenge is you're going to go to the party every day for 1 month. I don't care when you start it, but you're going to go to the party every single day. No matter how tired you are, and this is where this comes from, so I had this wonderful woman, I took a course with her, Emily Nagoski. You guys have heard me use this analogy a million times, but for those of you who haven't heard it, going to the party, most of us were so busy, so tired, that the national average for having sex in the United States is about once a week. Now the French are having sex, I'm not supposed to use that word, so hopefully they won't catch it. The French are having intimacy about 3 times a week. And so when couples report not having intimacy, if they go below once a week, they start feeling disconnected from their partners. Not all couples, but a lot of couples report that, especially those couples who are already having challenges with communication, etc. And so the 30-day challenge is really meant to, 1, increase connection, 2, to get you to prioritize intimacy, and to also increase the relationship satisfaction. It feels good, you feel closer, you're more connected. It's a great way. I'm not saying it's everything, but it's a great way of making your relationship better. And so since we know that the French are, and all you French people out there, you must be going, that we're all trying to be French in this. in this scenario, but we want to have it happen every single day so that you can get on this trajectory. And so back to the Emily Nagoski story. She talked about that going to the party, most of us are so tired that it's like a best friend who has a birthday party, and obviously before COVID-19, and your friend says, hey, come on over to my party, it's my birthday. And you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about this. You had it on your calendar, you forgot it, it's Friday night, all you want to do is watch Netflix, put on your sweatpants, do nothing. And you're talking to your partner and you're saying, what can I do to get out of this? Can we say that, the dog is sick? Or can we say that we have a special project at work? And the more and more you try to figure out, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good lying to your best friend. So you get yourself ready begrudgingly. You tell your partner on the way in the Uber, hey, you know what? Let's just have one drink. We are leaving the party after 30 minutes to an hour. I just need to be back at home. You get to the party, your friend is like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you came. It wouldn't have been a party without you. You start seeing your homies around, you start getting a little drink on, having a great time. People are talking, there's music going, and your partner taps you on the shoulder and says, yeah, I think we need to go. And you're like, no, I'm having a great time. Let's just stay a little bit longer. And so intimacy is kind of like that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to say, I can't believe I didn't want to go to the party. Because it feels good once you're there. The hard part is getting there. And so all we want to do with this 30-day intimacy challenge is to get you on track, to get you moving, to create momentum. But also the benefits are going to be amazing. And so what I'm going to do is I'll shoot you guys a video or two, just trying to get some of your feedback. Let's keep it clean, obviously. But, the intimacy is what you decide is acceptable in your bedroom and what feels good. And so I say go to it, have fun. I want to hear from you. I can't wait to hear the massive results you're going to get in your relationship. I'm Chantel Cohen, and I hope you become one again. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. See you soon.